So you guys found a secret area from the map of the tomb to actually safely get out of the mausoleum. It took you about like an hour from that area to all the way to the tavern area. You see that it's very dark and gloomy around here. The fog is still thick, but it doesn't feel right.
We only have the sword. We don't have the staff that was in the note, do we?
Well, it's a spear +1.
Oh, the spear. All right, so we have the spear. We got a bunch of plus ones. We have the spear.
Mm-hmm. So,
Right. So we go.
I guess we head to the tavern.
Head to the tavern. I follow Alistair.
Okay.
Behind him, walking ever so
Why
slowly.
is the tavern all black?
Because I made it that way. You see that crazy woman still there drinking, but it looks like she's not moving anymore. Just mindlessly just pouring drinks in her mouth, and the ale just pouring down her mouth to her clothes, very drenched and foul. And
But we still. We keep the letter, by the way.
Okay. An orc looks and says, "Oh, you're back. Is there anything I can help you with?"
Yeah, I'd like to show you a letter I found. Let's take a look at it.
You hand it to her.
And by the way, I'm dragging the drow's full plate armor. I have it tied up in like a bundle.
Okay. And it says, I see.
So, whose handwriting is this?
Letter. I don't know.
Written in Draconic.
I don't know. I can't even read this.
You can't read this?
No, I cannot.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes. Roll me a perception.
I'll roll perception too.
7, damn it.
$24.
You know that she is lying from her teeth.
She's lying through her teeth.
And she says, "Whatever do you mean, thiefling? Usually your nature is very evil of its kind. You might be lying instead."
I believe the tiefling. I just went through an entire mausoleum full of undead with that tiefling not stabbing me in the back. By Thor! If he says you're lying, I believe you're lying. Not only that, there was a drow elf also hired to clear out that mausoleum. There's his armor, by the way, which I'm going to keep as a prize.
Oh, that drow finally died. That was
that drow finally died because you sent them in there. And this note says that he's supposed to kill us.
I don't know what you're talking about. That drow was just an adventurer like you guys that's trapped in the fog. That note you found was the Yanti that you guys pretty much slain. That I told him to grab a very legendary item for my master. But in any way,
who is your master?
Well, you had to find out sooner or later. But for now, I am not going to tell you crap. I am going to make you all suffer. Isn't that right, my little pretties? You see this woman, that crazy woman, that basically stared at you with his dead eyes. And she pulls both of her hands and her mouth and just rips it apart from her flesh over her skull, down and all the way down.
I point my hammer out and yell, "Demon!"
And you see a giant eye dangling from its neck, staring at you. Everyone roll a wisdom save.
That's my good one.
That's my sucky one.
Dragon's
16.
Light. 16. Alistair?
15.
Okay, you three looked at it like, oh, that is one disgusting thing to see a human do.
I'm going to guess she's not human.
You can roll a. I don't think there's knowledge plane in here. Your now the knowledge nature won't do anything for that type. You can roll.
You can say knowledge nature works.
You can roll insight or religion, I guess, but I think it's more
I'll
towards
roll
insight.
religion.
Okay.
I roll insight just to see.
Okay.
19 on religion.
Oh, you know that this woman was
21 on insight.
You know that something happened to this woman that has been possessed by something and been taken over to this grotesque form.
What did you do to this poor woman?
Oh, don't worry about that. I says, oh, my beautiful Nor, we have guests. And right behind you, Seth, is a once used to be a proud elf paladin. That is, looks like his half her face is half eaten, and her blood still like oozing pus coming out, and says, I'm going to enjoy this. Have my suffering ends. And going towards you, Seth. Roll me a strength check.
Alistair, stab her with the sword.
Roll me a strength check. A cough.
7.
It literally holds you down and try to bite you. And
He said stab her with the sword.
Well,
I stab her with the sword.
Okay. Now I'm doing initiative roll. That was a surprise for you guys. Didn't know that door's coming behind you. Roll me attack. Which sword?
I guess the cursed sword.
Well, Koth has it. You don't have it. He wrapped it up and carried it.
Alright, so on my initiative, I'm going to throw you the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you have nothing right now.
So I
guess roll initiative.
I know, it's your turn. We're doing initiative right now. It's your turn, Alistair.
Alistair, it's your turn.
I guess I'll use Firebolt on Nor.
Okay, roll me an attack. You missed. Okay, Koth, it's your turn. You gotta do disengage her grapple if you want to throw her the sword. Roll me a strength check.
19.
You successfully pushed Nor off.
I throw the sword at Alistair.
Okay, throw the sword at Alistair. Okay, that's all you can do. Dragon, crit it, and confirmed. And literally cut the half-eaten undead paladin down. Okay, now it is the one-eyed body-skinned human close up to Alistair. And roll me a will save, Alistair. And you see Grog using her axe.
11.
11. You are scared shitless. You literally drop the sword and you're scared.
I'm like on the floor, fucking myself.
Yeah. And Grog uses its warhammer to attack Koth and it misses. It is your turn. Koth. You see that Alistair's on the floor. Don't know what to scared.
I'm going to use bonus action cost to cast Bless on us all.
Okay.
To give everyone an extra D4 on the roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to swing my Warhammer at Grog.
You can go for it. Roll me attack.
I don't. 9.
You missed. Dragon uses it with Blessed to roll for the attack. And it hits. And a little bit of damage. Okay, now the one-eyed girl basically grapples the feared tiefling. Roll me a strength, Alistair. Strength check.
You know I don't have strength.
I know. Well, okay. You know that it grapples you around its tendrils on its body, just literally hugging you. You feel that its flesh is start to fuse towards your flesh.
Oh God, no.
Its grog hits you with a warhammer. Cough. It freaking failed. Fucking A. Okay. It literally hit herself with a goddamn war axe at itself for damage. And she's cursing and abyssal. If you guys know what abyssal, if you guys can understand abyssal, she's just cursing at
can.
herself.
I can understand abyssal.
Okay, it is now. You're not scared anymore, Alistair. You're just disgusted that its flesh is going to try to be fusing with your flesh.
Can I push it off before I fuse it?
Roll me a strength check.
Or at least someone could help me. Please, please. 16.
You were not able to push it off. Go, Koth.
I'm
Someone
gonna cast
help me.
Hold Person on the thing that's over Alistair.
Okay. What is
Hold Person affects any humanoid.
I know, but what's the save?
Oh, it's Wisdom.
What's the spell level?
1. Second level spell.
So 2, 4, those 16.
So it's going to be
16.
16 DC.
Okay. What is will save? It holds. Looks like you just cast a spell, but it's still attached to Alistair.
It's now paralyzed.
Yeah, while holding Alistair.
I really want to push it off me.
Okay, dragon's turn.
It basically can't. On her, it can't.
No, it just basically cannot move.
It can't move. It can't push. Can't attack. Can't do anything.
No, but yeah, but doesn't mean anything. But her skin and its skin and Alistair's skin is still slowly going in.
But Alistair will have an easier time
pushing
away
off.
from it.
Yeah. Okay. Whack that grog. That is their turn. How many turns for whole person?
So at the end of its next turn, it can make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And if it keeps failing its saving throw, it keeps being frozen.
Okay. Grog just misses you. Okay, Alistair, go.
I'm gonna push it freaking off me. No!
You start to get fused more and more. You take 6 points of feels like acid burn damage, and it is Koth's turn.
I'm going to land my hammer right on the back of the creature that's over Alistair that's being held right now.
What are you gonna do? Say that again.
My hammer, 17, to the creature that I've hold person on.
It hits.
Seven points of damage.
Its eyes just exploded in pus. Everyone roll me you two roll me a con save.
I have to roll con save?
Yeah. I'll move over here.
9.
9. You and Koth are refusely throwing up from that giant eye exploded. It spills very foul went into you guys' mouth. It's just like, ugh, and like throwing up all over.
Damn.
Dragon attack.
Damn, that's disgusting.
A crit. Let me confirm that crit. Does not confirm. It hits Grog. Grog gets really. Grog literally going to push you guys off and start running out. You guys gonna do attack opportunity?
Yeah.
Sure.
All three of you can attack it.
Warhammer. 11.
You missed. Dragon hits. How about you, Alistair?
19.
You hit.
One.
Okay, you see, when you guys hit her, she basically fell on the ground and says, "You will never get away with this. You never will." And says, "I must get to my master. Let him know." Try to go towards the wizard's tower outside. And she's on the floor, literally on her knees, dragging her body towards the wizard's tower.
I go over to her.
Let's try to knock her out.
I go over to her and speak to her in Abyssal and tell her she'll never survive this.
And she looks at you and says, "Oh, I don't need to survive this. It's you that will be trapped here for all eternity in Abyssal."
Alistair, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I think we should just knock her out.
Alright.
And tie her up.
What are you gonna knock her out with?
Just try to do non-lethal damage to knock her unconscious.
How about I take the end of my dagger and just hit her in the head?
Okay, roll me a attack. Because she's not really prone, so.
Eight.
You don't. What's your strength, Mod?
My strength is 0.
So you should get +2 for proficiency. So 1d20 +2. So you missed. You got 6. Anyone else want to try use a butt of something?
I used the butt of the hilt of the handle to my hammer and just hit her in the back of the head.
Attack. You do. Roll me a non-lethal damage. It goes unconscious. Grog goes unconscious.
Alright, we need something to tie her up.
I got rope.
You got rope?
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Tie her up.
What else is in this tower besides the wizard's tower?
Wizard's tower, that temple that's been like literally disgusting.
So there's no blacksmith, no shops, no.
No, only shops that was in the tower that she was selling. Once you tied her up, where are you gonna put her in?
Let's just tie her to her chair.
Okay, back in the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay. She wakes up all tied up. She's just staring and laughing.
Gag her mouth.
You gagged her mouth, and she just gives you that looking at glaring grin at you guys.
I think we're gonna have to go to the wizard tower.
Yeah.
Let's head there.
Okay.
Leave her here to rot.
You guys at the wizard tower?
Yeah.
It's locked. Dragon's gonna be here to keep an eye on the orc lady.
I'll try to picklock it.
Roll me a sleight of hand. It does not open.
Let's try and kick it down.
Roll me a attack and the strength.
I'm gonna swing at it with the hammer.
Okay.
No.
I'll try to attack it.
Your hammer just flew out the other way.
Damn.
20.
I go pick it up.
For what?
You're kicking it.
You kick it. Your leg feels very sore, but not enough. But doesn't hurt that bad. But it still won't open.
I take the sword and I try to stick it through the door.
Roll me a wisdom save. Okay, you were able to hold when you hold onto that sword, you hold its sorrow and pain, and able to handle it and try to jam it through the door. The door just repels you back within 5 feet.
Let's go back to the orc and ask her how the hell we get in.
We go back and ask her.
Says he's just laughing and glaring at you while gagged.
We want to see your master. We'll give him the sword. I try and persuade her that I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
You should let me try to persuade because I have better persuasion.
Roll me a persuasion.
Yeah, Alice.
15.
It looks at you. And,
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so he looks at you and giggles and laughs while gagged menacingly. And anything else? You know, this lady is still gagged.
We show her the
She have
sword.
a key on her, so we should just pickpocket her.
There is no key on her. There is no key in this tavern. But you find different types of various weapons and jars of miscellaneous body part that looks like been pickled over the years, months and years. What's your sound? Seth. I can't hear him.
I usually doesn't do that.
Yeah, I know.
Actually,
Skype. I usually have never have a problem with Skype.
Yeah.
I've never.
So you guys look top to bottom. There's no key. There's various of weird items and gold and preserved jar of body parts.
I think we should take all the gold.
Yeah.
Because they're evil.
You guys have about 1,000 gold pieces gathered around in this tavern. The first
Wow.
and the second floor.
1,000 gold. We show her the sword and say, "We'll take this to your master. We'll tell him you sent us." But I want Alistair to do it to try and persuade her.
You can try persuasion.
$16.
He just looks and laughs at you and menacingly while gagged. Like she has no care in the world.
She's insane.
I take the drow armor, the full plate, and I put the full plate on.
Okay, you have a full plate armor, but the problem is, it has a symbol of that drow's god on it. You troll will not be pleased if you wear that full plate armor.
You can always sand the symbol off.
On metal? You know how long that takes?
Who cares?
I'll pay someone to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you will not be fond of you wearing that armor.
I put the half plate back on.
Okay.
I guess we just sell it.
After a couple hours, you see her whole body really smoking. And she's like screaming in pain.
I think her master's not pleased.
Is your master punishing you?
She's like, ah! She bursts into flames. While all her flesh and body starts to melt from her bones. and you see the gag burned off, and you see the flaming body of a skeleton looking at you.
While this is happening, I swing at her head with my hammer as hard as I can to try and pulverize her head.
Okay, roll me attack.
And I just kind of yell, "In the name of Thor and Valhalla, I send you to hell."
Mm-hmm. 8.
I think she's prone.
Yeah, but still, you need more than 8. Even though it's prone. Well, it also burned all the rope and everything else. She's on fire.
My rope!
Yep, and it looks at you and stares at you and says, in a very deep voice, "Don't worry, adventurers. We will soon meet. Very soon. But for now, why don't you build your own fortification? If you go to the pit, you'll find assistance. But soon I'll be in there with you. And soon your soul shall be mine." And the skeleton just turned to dust. And no more fire.
I guess we head to the pit for next time.
Oh, no, you guys go to the pit right now. I'm not gonna draw the map. You guys go to the pit. The pit is about a 60-foot diameter. It's about 100 feet deep. And you see crying and moaning down there. You see a little bit of fire. Looks like a little speck of little fire from the distance, smoking. Someone roll me a perception check.
I think we need like a full rest before we encounter some other monsters.
Oh, it's not. Don't worry about it.
21 perception.
You see, looks like humanoids that looks like they're trapped in this hole for a very long time. Roll me another perception check.
This one's a 12.
It looks
Alistair.
Alistair.
8.
Okay, you don't know crap. Koth, do you think these are the missing village people that used to be in that village that have been imprisoned in this hole for a long time?
Is the pit locked or covered or?
No, it's a giant gaping hole that's very deep, about 120 feet down.
120 feet down. Jesus Christ. Is there any rope to get down there, or is there? What have they been eating?
Right next to you see a bucket full of rotted flesh, like rotted cow and horse flesh has been thrown down there.
Does it look like it's climbable?
If you're a very skilled climber, it can be, but it'll be very difficult.
We don't even have rope that long.
No, but you might find some at the tavern.
Now let's go back to the tavern. Alistair, should we go back and look for other equipment?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
And behind the bar stool, you found a giant hook. It looks like a chain. Looks like a chain that goes about 200 feet long.
Okay. Look. Let's take that down.
Okay, you go over there. There's a little spot for an anchor onto a dead tree. You put the hook down. In about 30 minutes to 40 minutes, you see little small children climbing up, very starved and hungry. It says, "Oh, thank you." And you see few elves, dwarves, and also
let's ask anyone who looks half competent, how long were you down there for?
Centuries, millennia, we don't know. We thought we would die from disease and carnage, but somehow.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. Everyone here is very old.
Huh? No, everyone here doesn't look old at all. Looks like in their.
Well, no, everyone here has been alive for a long time.
Yeah. So basically, they didn't lose their minds. They just lost hope until you finally came down with the chain and they're finally free.
Well, we freed you. Now we need your help.
What is it? We
need to re-equip ourselves and get into that wizard's tower and destroy those or the person who has done this to you. We have cleared the catacombs. The mausoleum is now empty.
How about that orc bitch?
She has been killed and is destroyed.
Ah, then we will be in your debt. We will help rebuild the village and start ready for the next phase of the battle of our campaign. Until next time, this is the end of the module and beginning of my lovely module that everyone's going to hate.
The beginning of Lyle's campaign 1.0.
Oh yeah, actually those to be 4.0 because I had to revise it again, revise it again, and revise it again to this edition. So yeah, a lot of revision. But yeah, we're done. You guys are all level 5. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day, guys. Bye.